So, Burnout Paradise got remastered for the Nintendo Switch, and since then, rumors have been rampant about another remaster, not only coming to Switch, but to the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC in the next 12 months. That game is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2010. Wow. We got a lot to talk about, folks. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2010. I never really played that game, so I can't really have much of an opinion on that game. But, yeah, I have an article right here for us to read. This is really weird. Like, this has basically come out of almost nowhere. But, yeah, it's reportedly getting remastered by Stellar Entertainment. They worked on the Burnout Paradise remaster for the Switch, and it is the easiest and most logical choice in terms of you know, having a remaster. But is it the best choice? I don't think so. You know, with the whole fan base worried about what Criterion is going to do to the franchise by the next game, this isn't helping, you know, with Criterion saying nothing, and now Hot Pursuit getting remastered. Personally, I don't mind Hot Pursuit 2010 getting remastered, as long as it's just that, a remaster, as long as it doesn't affect the mainline games. But anyway, I've got this article here from GamesRadar.com. Headline: Need for Speed Hot Pursuit is reportedly getting a remaster. Let's talk about it then. With the Burnout Paradise remaster still in our rearview mirrors, EA is reportedly working on a remaster for Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. A report from VentureBeat, citing a source familiar with the publisher's release slate, outlined EA's alleged plans for the year ahead. So EA have more planned in terms of remasters. And honestly, with the whole coronavirus thing going on, this is a very good choice. To just have a remaster, you know? It's not rocket science that would be easier to do. They can make more money from it, because they're not going to be able to release many games this year, I doubt, anyway, you know, especially with the virus going on. But I mean, I guess we'll see, because apparently it would come in November, because I mean, that would make sense. Need for Speed always comes out in November. So anyway, the report focuses on EA's Switch offerings, but the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit remaster is said to be coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC in addition to Switch. Burnout Paradise gives us some idea of what to expect from the rumoured remaster of Hot Pursuit. Burnout Paradise came out in 2008, while the modern Hot Pursuit, not Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit or Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, it was released in 2010 and on the same platform, so it will likely receive much of the same treatment. Basically, they used the same game engine, you know. Burnout Paradise, Hot Pursuit 2010, and Most Wanted 2012 all used the Chameleon engine, so that would make sense completely. But again, is it the right choice? I don't think so. I really think Most Wanted 05 or Carbon or Undercover would have been better choices, simply because they're a blend between the two. And yeah, we'll just talk about that after this. Apparently Plants vs Zombies and an EA Originals game is coming to Switch, but we don't care about that. That's pretty much all they've got to say on the Hot Pursuit remaster, but pretty much Criterion aren't working on the remaster. It is Stellar Entertainment. They worked on the Burnout Paradise remaster for Switch. Of course, Criterion worked on the actual remaster along with Stellar Entertainment on consoles. But the one on Switch was worked by Stellar Entertainment. And since Criterion are now working on Need for Speed 2021, they're obviously not going to have enough time to work on a remaster all at the same time. Otherwise, the next game is going to be another game like Rivals, which nobody wants, let's be real. Like in terms of performance, because that game was broken to all hell. Because that was only made in 6-7 months, which is insane. But pretty much, Hot Pursuit 2010. What do I think about it? I think it's a decent... everybody knows it's a decent game. It's got an amazing car list if you want to talk exotics. I mean, it's got a couple tuner cars, but it really isn't enough to alleviate any worries. The thing people are worried about, the things people are worried about is customization. We don't want that taken away, and we don't want story taken away neither, because without a story, the game is pretty much pointless. I don't even have much motivation to play this game, Burnout Paradise, because it doesn't have a story. You know, there's no real motivation in the game for me personally. But for games like Need for Speed Heat and Payback and stuff, a story, even 2015, even though that game had no villain at all, a story means the world, because that is extra motivation to want to beat the game, you know? And Hot Pursuit 2010 doesn't have a story at all. So it's really worrying there. And you want to talk about future, 2022, the year after the next Need for Speed 2021 game comes out, it will probably be Most Wanted 2012 getting remastered. It's the next logical, easiest thing, because that again works on the Chameleon engine. But are they going to remaster Rivals? Like, are they going to carry on from that? Surely they should, like, leave it after that, or maybe, like, I don't know, remaster Most Wanted, or Carbon, or Underground 1. That would be the easiest. I keep saying this. Underground 1 would be a really easy remaster to make, because it's such a small game. There's only like 100 races in the game. There's only like 20-ish cars. So it would be very easy to make. And it's not even a free roam game, you know. It would be a very easy game to remaster. And surely that would have been a better decision, right? You know, Underground, because us Underground fans, I say us Underground fans, I'm a fan of really like both at this point. I don't know. I'm a fan of the blend between the two, which is Most Wanted. You know, Most Wanted, Carbon, Undercover, 2015, Heat. You know, those are the games I want them to build off of, not Hot Pursuit. I don't want to see another Hot Pursuit game, you know. They're all technically the same thing, just better graphics, more modern cars. You know, you can't sit there and tell me Hot Pursuit 2010 and Rivals. Like, you can't sit there and tell me Rivals isn't a Hot Pursuit game, you know. It is. It's just got a different name. It's essentially Hot Pursuit 4, essentially, whereas 2010 is Hot Pursuit 3. So, I'm just so worried. I don't want this remaster to affect the mainline games. Personally, I would love to play Hot Pursuit 2010 on the channel. I never really played it that much at all. The games I played, I played Shift more, and I hate Shift. You guys know I hate Shift, and anything made similarly to that. And you know, the developers called Slightly Mad Studios, which a lot of you might know, made Project Cars as well. So I in turn hate that game. I actually hate Project Cars more than Need for Speed Shift 1 anyway. Shift 2 Unleashed, that's literally what Project Cars 2 is. You know, it's even got the same physics, you know. Now I know Project Cars 3 is getting a bit of hate, but that's just for another video, you know. Hopefully the Project Cars 3 has a demo for me to play, because I was really, like, around the time the teaser trailer came out, I was really thinking of playing Project Cars 2 again, and I might still do that at some point, you know, just to revisit it, see if I still fucking hate that game. But that, again, that's off topic. Basically, I don't want Hot Pursuit 2010 to, you know, that remaster, whether it sells well or not, I don't want it to impact the mainline games, because you can imagine what EA are like, you know. If Hot Pursuit 2010 remaster, if that does better than 2021, then yeesh, that means they'll probably make a Hot Pursuit type game, and that is not something I want at all, and I doubt a lot of you would want that neither. But it is what it is, you know. If Hot Pursuit 2010 does get a remaster, then it is what it is. I am rooting for it. You know, I would really love to play Hot Pursuit 2010 on the channel. That's not a bad idea in the slightest. I feel like we could have a lot of fun. I can imagine me and TJ playing the game already. Like, wow, that could be really cool, you know? We could get some really cool videos out of that. I mean, I don't know. I would really love a Hot Pursuit 2010 remaster. I know it's not the best decision. There's loads of other Need for Speed games I would prefer to be remastered, but I'm not going to say it's the worst choice. you know? And I'm not going to say it's a bad thing until we see what the next Need for Speed mainline game is like, you know? Surely, if what Ben Walk said, like Ben Walk said, that Criterion is one of the most player-focused fan bases he's ever worked with, it's time for them to prove it. They don't say anything. They have alienated us completely. We have been alienated completely since Heat launched. And it's really worrying. It's so worrying. And, you know, with Hot Pursuit 2010, this news coming out of it getting a remaster, it doesn't alleviate the worries, rather it adds on to it. Because if they're remastering this, and if it does well, they're obviously going to let it impact the mainline games, because let's be honest, it's EA games. Then again, if they are really player focused, then we'll have to see. Apparently Criterion Games is Ghost 2.0 with better materials and, you know, a bigger staff and stuff like that. That better be true. That really better be true. I really hope Criterion is Ghost 2.0, because say what you want about Ghost, they have returned Need for Speed to the formula that it should have always been, you know, since 2015, since the reboot. In Payback, you know, say what you want about Payback, but I prefer that over Hot Pursuit, you know, like over a Hot Pursuit type game in terms of NFS. I love the idea of Hot Pursuit. I like Rivals, but I feel like they shouldn't be Need for Speed games anymore. They should be separate games. Like maybe make Hot Pursuit a separate franchise, or better yet, have a game every off year. If you guys remember back when Black Box was making Need for Speed games, you know, 1 year, and there was also Slightly Mad Studios doing the Shift games. So, you know, we had Black Box doing Undercover, then we had Stellar Entertainment doing Shift, then we had Criterion doing Hot Pursuit 2010, then we had The Run, well, first it was Shift to Unleashed by Slightly Mad Studios again, then it was The Run by Black Box, and then they got axed. And then there was Most Wanted 2012 by Criterion Games. Maybe they're going back to that, you know? So, I wouldn't mind that, neither. You know, an underground type game 1 year by Criterion, and a Hot Pursuit type game the other year by Stellar Entertainment. You know what? I really wouldn't mind that. That actually would be pretty cool. But yeah, whatever guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Last night, I want to thank you all for tuning in to the Payback live stream. You know, we're starting a whole new Let's Play on Payback. That should be pretty cool. You know, I really enjoyed the first episode, and the second episode today is going to be a lot bigger, a lot longer of an episode. And you may have noticed that we changed our channel name. Finally, we changed it from It's Only Nobody, and I finally found a way to change it to one singular name, which is my name, Geordie. So, I'm so glad I finally been able to do that. It's pretty cool. Hopefully you guys can adjust to that. You know, every time I've changed my name, I've always gotten worried about, you know, are people going to see the notifications? Are people going to know it's me before they click on the video, you know? This video and the Payback live stream especially, they're going to show me that, and I hope you guys can adjust to that appropriately, and I hope you don't mind the change. Honestly, I love the change. This is how the channel name is going to stay for ever now, you know? But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, guys. Let me know what you think of a Hot Pursuit 2010 remaster. Let me know if you want me to do any Burnout Paradise streams, you know? We only ever did like one video on Paradise. It's like the second video that ever has gameplay of Burnout Paradise, you know? I've got a lot more coming to the channel. Need for Speed No Limits. I'm going to finally do a Let's Play on that at some point. So that's going to be really cool. But I don't know when that is though. But it's definitely going to be in the next week. So don't worry about that. There's just a lot of content. This month has been a very big month. Like, if I'd have told you, you think about this right now. We had the crossplay update for Heat this month, you know? Do you know how insane that is? I feel like that was already like 2 months ago. But it wasn't. It was like a couple weeks, like 3 weeks ago. It's crazy. But yeah, guys, thank you all so much for tuning into this episode. Well, not really episode, but this video talking about the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2010 Remaster. Summary, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I feel like I'm going to enjoy it. I feel like I'm going to enjoy making content, and I feel like you guys are going to enjoy watching the content and maybe joining in on the content as well. You know, inviting you guys in. I feel like that could be really, really cool. But yeah, guys, as long as it just doesn't avoid, as long as it avoids impacting the mainline games, then I do not mind what happens. We could have a remaster / Hot Pursuit type game every off year, as long as we have our underground type games that follow from the formula that was set in the reboot and Heat. I do not mind at all. That's it for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, hit that like button as hard as you possibly can. Comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace!